I'm going to make a font. I'm going to try and do it in 30 minutes. Why? Why not? So recently I picked up a plugin for Illustrator called Fontself. Now this allows you to create a set of glyphs and an entire alphabet within Illustrator and output it through Fontself, which is purely for use within Illustrator as a plugin. From what I've experienced, you can do it super quick. So today I'm going to set myself a little challenge because I think that I can get out a working font within 30 minutes. Intro done, let's get going. So here, I'm just doing things quick and dirty. I want all these letters out as fast as possible so I can put them into Photoshop, clean them up and get them into Illustrator, vector them and then run them through Fontself. So now we're in Photoshop, and the reason I've done that is because I want to clean up the image and make it as contrasted as possible. I want to make the black black and the white as I possibly can. I like to use gradient map just because I think it gives me a quicker solution, as it were, in creating a black and a white. So I've created as much contrast as possible. So once we put it into Illustrator and Auto Trace, it's got an easier job of it. It's going to be a fairly intense job anyway because we're going to do it all together. You don't have to do it like that, but for speed, that's what I'm going to do. Select all, copy that, and then just drop it into Illustrator. Using the image trace tool, we've got the image selected and we're going to twirl down the advanced. I know that I want to keep quite a few of the paths there because it's very detailed. I'm going to take the corners down and the noise down just because I don't want it to be too soft. We'll ignore white because all we want is the black characters left. So let's preview that. So let's just select the characters that we want. So basically all I'm doing is I'm going to ungroup this, properly ungroup it, and then I'm going to choose characters that I think sit well together, because obviously we want it to still look like a cohesive font, even though it's kind of that sort of random brush type, but it's still got to look good. There's no point in doing it otherwise, is there? Let's pick out a full alphabet. So I've missed out an I, but I do have a random stroke down there that I've found. Just make that a little longer. Obviously trying to get this done a little bit too quickly. So because this is all done in uppercase, I'll duplicate these, well not duplicate, but I'll select another, I'm going to select another set for the lowercase. So you've got a difference in the uppercases using the lowercase letters, if that makes sense. That's our uppercase. We're just working with the uppercase for this one at the moment, and we'll put that through Fontself eventually. I'm going to pick out the lowercase now, and then we're going to do the numbers. Don't matter about the spacing here because the kerning within Fontself is something that we type in a value for. So now all we need to do is the numbers, and then we'll move on to punctuation later. And I've just realised that I haven't done all the different punctuation marks like brackets and other things like that. That may affect the time, and I'll be very surprised if it doesn't. Damn. So we'll move the numbers onto the artboard. You don't need to put them on the artboard, I just like to use the artboard as a way of understanding what I'm doing, keeping things neat. So this is the basic interface for Fontself, and all we're going to do is select the A to Z. Oh no, I've not used this much. So what we need to do here is select the string of characters that we want, and because we've got a certain number of characters in there, Fontself knows what it should be. It's going to check for how many characters there are. So once we've selected those and we click A to Z on the uppercase, it literally just brings them in. We're just going to do the same for the lowercase. Again, remembering to do the lowercase values. Import those, and you can see it just imports those perfectly as well. And the same again with the numbers. So there are all our characters. Now this is crazy because in Glyphs, this is something that would take such a long time. I'm not aware of anything that you can just use to import characters straight into Glyphs and it'd be this easy. You've got to physically copy and paste from Illustrator into Glyphs app, which is tedious to say the least. But I suppose Glyphs is, the idea is that you kind of build it within that app rather than using Illustrator to sort of bring it in. So now let's just show you how to kern this using the smart kern, which is crazy quick. All we do is go to smart, tell it how far we want the spacing around the vertical stems. So I kind of like 50 generally, and click smart kern or smart space and kern. So you can see that everything kind of changed a little bit, and amazingly this has just saved us 7 hours and 4 minutes, which is probably about right for that number of kerning pairs, which is 766 kerning pairs. That takes a long time in Glyphs to do, and it's a lot of effort. So now what we can do is once we've sorted that out is we can either save it or install it. So what do we call it? Brushy brush. Why not? Okay, so now we've got this all installed. It's just time to test. So this is it, brand new font in just over half an hour. I don't have all the characters in there yet. There's no pound symbol or a few other bits that were missing because I was a little bit too hasty and I forgot. But how amazing is that? Less than an hour to do a pretty decent font. Unfortunately, I've fallen short on what I would say is a basic font set. There's a few characters missing, like currency symbols and other punctuation. So I am going to finish this, and to be honest, if I'd have been less hasty about drawing those characters initially and remembered to write them all out, this would have come in, it'd definitely be over half an hour, but it'd be certainly under an hour, which is unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. And that is all due to the fact that Fontself has that auto kerning option, and it just saves hours and hours and hours. I don't know what it's like in terms of building a really refined font and sort of how it works with letter forms in that regard, but for this kind of font it works really well. I'm really impressed with Fontself. It's easy, quick, and it's also familiar. If you're a designer, chances are you've used Illustrator before, and that is your go-to application for designing. So to add on to that is fantastic. It means that it's a quick in for font design. It's not a case of having to go off and learn an entire new software with all that comes along with that, and you can just prototype a font extremely quickly. So if you've got a client that has something that's got some kind of bespoke lettering in there, you could potentially just create them a font as part of their branding, which is fantastic. So a font in 30 minutes, I didn't quite manage it. I think it's possible, but you'd be pushing it. You'd have to be really, really quick at drawing. The font is available in the link below. Go check it out. Use it however you like. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, why not subscribe and ding that bell as well, and hopefully you'll get some notifications popping up. Make sure you download the free font and let me know what you think of it. Try it out, do whatever you want with it. So all that's left to say is cheers, and I'll see you in the next one.